it going, Austin Underground? I'm here with Jarrett and Garrett from the Maine on the bus. And how'd y'all get started as a band?
For us, the beginning of our band was kind of really nothing to do with me, so I'll let Garrett answer that question.
Alright. So it was me, Pat, and John back in '07. We kind of just, me and Pat used to be in old bands together, and then John kind of just fell into it all. We used to have a couple old guitar players. They didn't want to tour, so we got Jared and Kenny here, and then we've been together, the five of us since.
3.5 years, 4 years, something like that. I lose track.
Yeah,
It's fun.
Know what year it is.
Alright, well, what are some of you all's influences when it comes to making the music?
As far as writing music goes, lyrically, a lot of that content has to do with Jono, but I know that he pulls a lot of it from like everyday situations. And for us, musically, inspirations, I guess, just like American rock, Springsteen, Petty. We're really big into Jimmy Eat World and Ryan Adams. Me and Garrett both share those two things in common.
That's it.
And that's it.
We don't share anything else.
Nothing else in common.
Yep.
Nothing else in common?
No.
Those two things.
That's it.
I hate you.
Well, have you guys ever been to Austin before?
We've been to Austin a bunch of times.
I used to live here for a couple years, like 98 to 2000. Or, yeah. Yep.
What about you, Jared?
Yeah, we've been here so many times just playing shows. I've never really visited. John and I actually had to fly out when we were on a tour with Boys Like Girls in Good Charlotte because our trailer broke down. And so John and I flew out here to play acoustic at Los Omarosos. So been here a few times.
Okay.
Love it. Love Austin. It's a great place.
What are some of you guys' favorite spots here? Where do you like to go when you're here?
We were saying earlier we went to Salt Lake today, which is
Right.
delicious. Yeah, but yeah, we're big fans of barbecue, so that was awesome. As far as Austin City goes, I don't really know.
I don't know.
What to say.
Yeah, wherever South by Southwest is, we always seem to be where that all happens. So anything on there is pretty awesome. That whole street's great. Whenever we're down
Down
there.
by like Emos and whatnot.
Yeah. It's cool down there.
We've done South by a couple times. It's fun. Austin's great.
Well, when it comes to when you all made Black and White and when you made Can't Stop, Won't Stop, are those, when you approached making those albums, are there similarities, are there differences?
There's a little bit of both. I think the similar thing is just trying to get yourself comfortable in the studio. That's always a new element that you add in your band. It's not like you're just writing in a room.
Yeah, but
the differences.
Differences was just age. I think mostly. I mean, me and Pat and I were 17 when we wrote Can't Stop. You know what I mean? Like so. I mean, 3 years or 2 years is a huge jump. Especially like when you're touring the entire time and everything. You definitely grow up pretty fast. So.
We had a little bit more time to plan out the writing for the second album. We pretty much started as soon as we finished the first album, just writing, and there were so many thoughts and ideas that were kind of spilled over from the first album that we had about 45 demos when we went in the second time around, so had a lot of material to kind of narrow down once we got in. It's really nice actually planning ahead and not, writing everything really quick and then going in and then trying to figure it out, and so it was fun.
And how is it touring with Never Shout Never and I Can Make a Mess Like Nobody's Business?
It's awesome. It's we're only, 5 shows into it?
Yeah, like 5 or 6 shows. And yeah, it's been great. All the shows have been awesome. The kids have been great. The bands are awesome. We haven't got a whole lot of time to hang out with everyone yet, so we're still getting like a vibe of everyone, but everyone seems great, and yeah, everyone's really nice. Nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
The weather's awesome.
Yeah.
So far, at least.
Right. So when it comes to actually playing your shows, what makes a great show? What do you think of when you think of a great, successful show?
For me, I feel selfish saying it, but as long as we're enjoying ourselves and having a good time on stage, I feel like that really translates to the kids that are out and watching the show.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something we've taken a little less notice of. Like, we're trying to zone a little more on like us on stage, like being comfortable with each other, and a little less on like what's going on in the crowd. Feeling like, like so we can put on an actual good show. And if you're so worried about what the kid in the crowd's doing, you're gonna be like irritated if they're not doing what you want or whatever. So like if you're more toned back or taken back from that and more about what's going on stage, I feel like it can put on a better show. And I feel like since the summer, we've been trying that since the summer, and it's been great. I feel like we've been getting a lot better.
It's great, yeah. It's really a rewarding feeling when you come off stage and you know that you had a good set, and you know that people connected with you because you were getting into it and not kind of forcing that awkward, like
oh, get into it.
You shouldn't.
Oh, you're
this,
not. Come on, come on. You know what I mean? Like it's just
never want to be that cheeseball.
Yeah.
So
it's not a battle that I want to fight anymore.
Yeah, and it's kind of us getting a little bit older and starting to realize what really is important when it comes to your live show, and so we've definitely tried to hone in on that. And I think it's kind of working. We've been having a great time on the stage every night.
Yeah, kids seem to be having more fun than before.
Yeah.
So. And like they're at least hearing music that's being played right now.
So when it comes to all the Maine fans, what can we expect next from you guys in the future?
Oh man,
I honestly think anything is possible at this point. I mean, we're always got so much going on in all our heads, like that we want to go and achieve. So I think,
we've been really focused on finding new ways to get all this music that we've been writing out to people. We can't really say much about it yet, but we've got some cool stuff in the works. We're also doing a lot of international stuff coming up too. So touring here in the States is going to be a little bit farther on down the road. We're going to take some time off and just be home and kind of try to put some sort of life into these demos that we've been working on, and just see what happens. But, just have that downtime at the end of the year. You can always look forward to that for sure.
Alright, well, thanks guys for taking the time to talk to us and all the Austin Underground fans.
Of course.
It was a great show.
Thank you.